Hello and welcome, everybody. Since the beginning of 2020, COVID-19 and the coronavirus as a whole has forever reshaped the way that we function throughout our everyday lives. It has changed how we interact with one another and has taught us that in order to stay healthy, we need to know the facts about the virus. Our goal at Portland Open Bible Pantry is to educate people in the community about COVID-19 and coronavirus by giving them detailed information that will keep themselves and others safe. So with that, let's go over some of the core details. First of all, what is COVID-19? COVID-19 is a respiratory illness caused by a new strain of the coronavirus. Now, you might be wondering what coronavirus actually is. Well, coronaviruses are a family of viruses that can cause mild to severe illness. This new coronavirus has spread in people only since December 2019. Let's check out a video to see how the body is actually affected by the coronavirus.
Coronaviruses invade cells through so-called spike proteins. The spike protein is the major surface protein that binds to a receptor, which acts like a doorway into a human cell. Once the spike protein and the surface of the human cell membrane fuse together, the genome of the virus is able to enter the human cell and begin infection. Understanding the shape of the spike protein in COVID-19 is the key to figuring out how to target the virus and accelerate potential vaccines.
Okay, now you may be wondering how the coronavirus actually spreads. Well, the virus is spread mainly from person to person through respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks. It can also be spread by touching surfaces or objects with the virus on them. Now, another thing that you can do to keep yourselves and other people safe is to stay home if you are sick. If you are at a higher risk, stay home as much as possible, even if you feel well. If you become sick while in public, return home, self-isolate, and call your healthcare provider. Some other things that can be done to keep yourself and others safe is to practice good hand hygiene and washing, clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces and objects, cover coughs and sneezes with an elbow or tissue, and avoid touching your face. Practice physical distancing, 6 feet between you and people who you do not live with. And most importantly, always make sure when you're in public to wear cloth, paper, or disposable face coverings in public. Now, some of the symptoms of coronavirus are coughs, chills, fever, sore throat, muscle pain, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, or a new loss of sense of taste or smell. Now, when it comes to testing, coronavirus test criteria and availability are changing daily. Check your state guidelines and call the coronavirus testing site before you go to learn about testing criteria, availability, and hours.